dun 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 dun. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's one of my absolute favorite games all time. The game of my youth. Truly. So many hours in this game. In this jungle slash mountainous region. A lot of places to explore. Some backtracking, but not too much. And a healthy option of Pokemon to choose from. And for the time, a unique enough region, obviously. Adding 135 new Pokemon. Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald Generation 3 in general was, I would think, a nice step up from the last two generations, and I love it so much. It's when Pokemon still had the shit popping. I love Gen 3 so much, and I love this game so much. Let's get into it. First things first, we gotta make that text speed fast. We got to make, let's see here. Yes, that's better. Yes. Start this again. Professor Birch, who doesn't really seem like it here, but he's way more of like he has like a football linebacker, like a guy who used to play linebacker in college type body, as you could tell from the anime and stuff. Anyways, who am I? The question that I think I always will struggle to answer. But for now, I'll say boy. Name? Of course, must stay the Shadow. No one needs to know my name. Yep. Okay, your Shadow moving in Little Root Town. Yes. You do not get to name your rival in this game. There will always be named May if you chose the boy. If you chose the girl, the boy will always be named Brendan. Which is fine, I guess. Here we are. Our character here is moving from Johto. I believe our main character is from Olivine City. I don't know where you learned that from. Maybe that's in the player's guide. I mean, it's been so long. I mean, it's been well over a decade since I've looked at a Pokemon Emerald guide, because I've lost this game and rebought it so many times that, yeah, I had the game when it first came out and I had it the box and everything. But I threw away the box because I didn't know that was important back then. And then I would lose the game, but then I have to buy a used version because I had that much money. And then as time went on, they stopped selling the new version. I just had to keep buying it used all over and over again from GameStop. So eventually I just lost it, which really stinks. I don't have any of the original like 2005 material from this game. The only thing I have as a mark at that time is the Prima guide for Pokemon Emerald, which is in tatters. Like the first 20 pages and the covers completely ripped off. But, you know, still more than enough. Okay, and with that, we're gonna go outside. And yeah, let's go visit. Speaking of our rival, let's go check out May. And you are? Oh, you're Shadow, our new next door neighbor. Hi. It's good to see you too. Yeah, who are you, little squirt? Do you already have your own Pokemon? No, I do not, but we'll be getting one soon enough. Ah, we'll get one right now. Hey! Uh-oh. Oh. Yes, I'm Shadow. Hello, May. It's always good to make new friends, even though most of this journey we're really doing it by ourselves, but it's nice to know you have someone to talk to when you get a little too lonely. Talk to this guy. I think he talks about science. Yes, the power of science is staggering. Well, this little girl has moved. What's the concern? There are scary Pokemon outside. I can hear their cries. I want to go do something, but okay, I'll see what's going on. Professor Birch is getting chased by a Zigzagoon. Cannot handle his zigzag swag. So we're gonna look in this here bag and we're gonna choose a Pokemon. Now, I do want to give this consideration. Every time I start Pokemon Emerald, it's really a quandary because Mudkip is my favorite out of these three, and it's also this game being chock full of water types. You're like, okay, I can just replace it and get something else. But Mudkip, for the single player of this game, I think is the best water type. There's other water types I think are good, but you don't get them until late. Like the other ground water type, Barboach, in this game, you don't get it until you get the Super Rod, I think. But you need water type Pokemon way earlier than that. I really like Torchic, a fire fighting type when it's fully evolved, and it's a unique typing. There's no other one like it in this game, I think. Yeah, so there's not really that many good fire types either. When it comes to grass, Trico is solid, but there's grass can replace it. So I just like him between Torchic and Mudkip is good for like pretty much every gym. It could do damage or completely wreck it. Besides basically the last gym, I guess. But Torchic is bad for the first gym. It's whatever for the second gym. It's whatever for the third gym. It's sort of whatever throughout this game, but it just does high amount of like raw damage that, you know, you can make it perfectly viable. So I end up always going with Mudkip. Alright, this Zigzagoon level 2, is he holding an item? I think he might have a chance to hold an Oran Berry, but it's not 100%. I'm not sure about that. I feel like it won, so maybe it was a hack version of Pokemon Emerald, I don't know. But yeah, it didn't activate, so I guess not. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. Now it's just a hack that I'm remembering. Yep. Oh, your Shadow. This is not the place to chat. Come to my lab. So in this lab, it gives, you know, a little introduction, but now we can nickname our Pokemon. I got the Mudkip. Yeah, and I'm gonna name you Nope, not that. Don't want to mess this up this early. I'll name you Skip. You know, cause Kip from Mudkip, and then the S you add when it's a Swampert, you got Skip. So now we gotta go visit May. She's on Route 103, experimenting, collecting, taking up data, whatever. Hello there. Professor Birch spent his day in the lab studying, and then he suddenly gone to a while and do more research. And now this little girl is hanging out here where it's safe. Well, that's good. Don't have the ability to run quite yet, but be patient. It's coming up. On Route 101, there's only 2 NPCs. And they just tell you can catch Pokemon or whatever. And then there's this guy. Yeah, they're very basic NPCs. And there's some I could appreciate. Like, I appreciate that. But I wish there was like a medium ground between the NPCs in like most Pokemon games and the NPCs in like a very text-heavy JRPG, a different type of JRPG, not like a JRPG that's for a mass worldwide audience, but like the other game I've been playing this month, whatchamadinky, Trails in the Sky, that game or whatever. Like, it's very text-heavy, and there's good dialogue or whatever, there's good text, but it does take forever to get through a conversation. But maybe that's just a prologue. I don't know. But you do want to train here a little bit. In this playthrough, I will be focusing on EVs and whatnot to some extent, to the extent that I can remember what the EV yields are, because they are important. But I won't be doing like 252, 252 forward builds. It's gonna be like, okay, hopefully I can get 200 in this, that. Hopefully I can get whatever. There'll be more even spreads, because I can't perfectly EV train. I don't even know what Zigzagoon gives out. I'm pretty sure Zigzagoon gives speed, which honestly I don't need, but whatever. I would like Skip to be good and attack, and that's really all I care about. Attack and special attack, let's make it a good special, a good mixed attacker, I should say. I don't really care about it being fast or particularly defensive. But now, my favorite part of having a ground type in the early game is that Mud Slap just completely changes the game. It doesn't have to be super powerful. It has 20 power. It doesn't have to be super effective against all these Pokemon. It's a ground type. But it lowers accuracy, so it basically is better than using Defense Curl or any of these fucking stat boosting moves, because if they can't hit you, you're not going to take damage. Usually I like to grind up to level 7 or something like that around here. Wurmple gives out like defense EVs, so I'm not really high on that. I will come back. You know, it'd suck if I get a shiny and not have any balls, but it has happened before. That's why I'm always wary, but I don't really care about shiny Pokemon. I just know ambiently that kind of sucks. Okay, we'll take out this Poochyena here. So this playthrough, I'm gonna really be taking my time and smelling the roses, because I don't know how many. I think I'm only gonna play through this game a couple more times in my lifetime. You know, I don't know how many times I'm gonna be loading this up again, like as a base game. I've loaded up ROM hacks and stuff. I'm kind of working on one right now, but I just want to really smell the roses again and maybe appreciate this game in a way I haven't really appreciated since like middle school or something. Even before then. Great, another Poochyena. It's exactly what I want. So Poochyena, one time in like, I think it was Ruby or Sapphire. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I used Poochyena on my team because I wanted a dark type. I just wanted something different, and it's a decent Pokemon. It has 80 as a base attack, I believe, and it has decent speed. It's lower than you think, but it's fine. But it's just sort of like a disappointing Pokemon. It's Absol, but lesser. It's a lesser version of Absol by a lot, though, in terms of move pool, in terms of stats. But it's way more convenient, and that's what you're getting. That's the trade-off. Do you want to rate over 10 hours to get Absol? Or just get Poochyena on the first route? I guess the thing there with these games, if you're playing them, is that you can, if you have 2 Game Boys, which I have, and I've always tried to get 2 Game Boys or 2 DSs and get them to trade with each other, so I can do like my own little New Game Plus. I'll pause that for a second. This person gives a little guide. Say, hey, this is what a Pokemon is. You get a potion for your trouble. Hello here. I'll take a rest, so I'm saving my progress. Add a rhymed. What I was saying though. Yeah, that's like I was talking to my sister before. I talked about this many times with my sister. Is that sort of issues with Pokemon, with the Pokemon games? Like she said, they're like sort of boring. Like all you do is battle or whatever. And I think one of the problems with Pokemon games is that they hold your hand in some aspects, but they never really tell you everything you can really do unless you go out the way to do them. Like in terms of contest, like in this game you have contests, you have gardening to some extent. I mean, you have berries or whatever. You have your own house. You have multiple houses. There's really a lot that you could do in this game. It's not just raw battling. There's a level of customization, a level of like growth. There's a little Animal Cross element to this. There's not daily events because they took that out in this game, but that sort of thing matters to some extent. And there's aspects of like, oh, I don't necessarily have to be a pure trainer. I could be a guy who just has a place in gardens and has like this. And I could be a person who just does contests. Honestly, you have to battle to get to those spots because there's unskippable trainers in the story or whatever. But it's more in Gen 2 in Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart, Gold, Soul, Silver, and maybe to an extent with Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. You could really avoid a lot of trainers and not be like a complete trainer build. But this guy, you can't give him a potion, which sucks. You know, he talks about needing one. I think I'm gonna train up to level 8 here. The only difference between this route and the first one is that you can also find Wingull, I believe. Which Wingull is a water flying type. That's a fine type, I guess. Nothing's wrong with that. But you know, Quad, you trade out a weakness to. Am I forgetting something? A weakness to grass, or Quad weakness to electricity. Which, you know, it's fine. But Wingull and the Wingull family don't have particularly good moves. It's sort of like a one-note Pokemon. It's meant for a very specific build where you're doing stockpile, spit up, swallow, and all that good stuff. And I'm not really into any of that. Okay, one last Poochyena. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to replenish that PP. Oh, nice. It's before they nerf critical hits, which I really hate. Critical hits should just be wildly game changing, but random. Pokemon, in my opinion, Pokemon should not be played competitively, or really not. It shouldn't be as big as it is. Like, it should be just this other thing that you can do if you want to. Before it to be like, I'm sort of against, I don't know, esport type things, because I don't think games need to be competition, unless there are like sports games, which is like literally a simulated competition. But that's sort of I guess I never really talked about that ever. Is like what my view on esports or whatever is. It was just, I mean, it's not important. It's a debate that was had 10 years ago. And the train has definitely left the station on that, and these sports are definitely here to stay. Decent corners, national news, yeah. Let's go second for but recently, still making adjustments. It'll be up and running when you beat your first gym leader. So, I was saying that, like, my contention was never, oh, should we consider them athletes or whatever? I mean, that's stupid. Who cares? That's just semantics. People love their labels, so who am I to debate? It's just like, should you do it? Like, games are meant to be fun, and you're taking all the fun out of it by making a competition. Like, you can't have fun and compete at the same time unless you have like one of those psychotic Michael Jordan type minds, which is very few people. Which even, I mean, not even Michael Jordan. Like, if you asked if he had fun playing basketball, he'd probably say no, honestly. But, you know, whatever. Let's finally get to May. Let's see, the Pokemon found on Route 103 include. Oh, hi, Shadow. I see my dad gave you a Pokemon as a gift. Since we're here, let's have a quick battle. Alright, I think I already have a taste of what being a trainer is like. But you're not gonna really be a good show, but you've been training longer than me and you're only level 5. So maybe she trained up Mudkip to level 5 from level 1, so she trained up all the starters herself to level 5, so I guess that is, she still has that on me. I like to think that that's what happened. But anyways, we can't really use Mud Slap here because she could resist it, slowing our defense. It doesn't really matter. I have extra attack EVs because of the Poochyena, so I'm not really stressing about that. Level 9, hell yeah. I think I might have a minus attack nature when I look at things. Okay, when you go back to the lab, let's see here. See what this nature is. Impish. Impish. I feel like that's plus speed minus attack. I don't know what that is, but I don't really care to Google it because I'm not gonna like reset the game or anything. We didn't talk to this guy, but he blocks the way. Wait, don't go out there. There's footprints of rare Pokemon. So yeah, he's tracing footprints, so he won't let us go. But give him a couple minutes and he'll be gone. But now we are returning to the lab to be fully christened as a Hoenn trainer, and that we're getting our Pokédex. Big fucking deal, right? Extensive history. I wonder if you lose to me, does he still say that? Because usually in Pokemon games, the game doesn't really acknowledge that you lost. The game sort of just restarts, which sucks. I wish you really had like a win-loss record. But as you see later when we get a Navigator, Pokénav is the short thing, but it's a full thing Pokénavigator, I'm guessing. But it keeps track of your wins, losses, it keeps track of all the people, you got their phone number, it has the map, all this stuff. Anyway, we got the Pokédex, pretty important encyclopedia of all the Pokemon, basically a bestiary. Yeah, what May gave us 5 Pokeballs. Pretty cool. I will be catching a lot of Pokemon on the way, but by no means will this be a 100% run. Oh, our mom's outside. This is where she'll give us the running shoes. But a zip in your step. Yeah. Please be careful anything happens. Go get them, honey. I will get them indeed. I will catch them indeed. So, now you run down at blazing speeds. So what we're gonna do here, I think it's time to catch me some Pokemon. What the how did I not? Okay, whatever. Sadly. The current system of getting a little bit of XP when you catch Pokemon does not exist in this game. I love that so much. It's such a great idea, but they didn't implement that in the game until Gen 6. So maybe one of these days, it's probably gonna be sometime next year if I do that at all. Shit, didn't mean to beat you up. Maybe in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I'll be catching a lot more. Because as an incentive. But these early game Pokemon are, why did I do even less damage? Whatever, they have very high catch rates, so even if you do a little bit of damage, it makes it almost close to 100% chance of you catching it. Fuck! Interesting thing about Wurmple, has one of those branching evolutions. Not the first of its kind, but it's unique in how it happens. In that, you know, it has every Pokemon in this game, I think it started with Gen 2, has a like gender, like ID, and I think if the number is like 0, I guess it's any number between 0 and 31, and if it's 14 or lower, Vernpool will become a Cascoon, and if it's 15 or higher, Wurmple will become a Silcoon, or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe the numbers are completely wrong. Maybe I'm just a dipshit, but that's what I vaguely remember. Yeah, it was his own fucking footprints. Talk about dipshit. Anyway, I think it's time for us to buy some Pokeballs. I'm gonna buy 10 of these bad boys. I don't foresee needing potions in the early game. And if when you buy 10 Pokeballs, I thought that'd be implemented a little bit later in our adventure. But yeah, from the, oh shit, thought that'd be implemented a little bit earlier in our adventure, where if you buy 10 Pokeballs, you get a Premier Ball. But that's from the beginning. So I love the Premier Ball aesthetically. It's the exact same effectiveness as a Pokeball. So I don't really care about, you know, using it to catch legendaries and everything. But anyone on my team, I'd rather have it in a Premier Ball because it just looks nice to me. Use Mud Slap here. So in this playthrough, the parts are going to be around 45 minutes. Sometimes they'll be a little bit shorter, a little bit longer, depending if I get stuck in a battle or something, or a big battle's about to come up. I will not be using Poochyena on my team. I don't know what I'm going to be using on my team, honestly. I'm going to be using my favorite Pokemon, I believe. And it's just sad because some of my favorite Pokemon in this game are water types, and I don't want to have multiple water types in my team. Like, I really love Corphish. And I think it's a really good water and dark type. It gets better than obviously in Gen 4 and on, but just sort of sucks that you don't get it late, and I really can't use it because you need water type Pokemon in the early game. I could use a Zoomeril instead of Mudkip, but I already made my decision. And I'm not going to be one of these guys who does the typical thing of using fucking routes. I will be trying to catch routes, but I will not be using it. I have no interest in using a knockoff of the Abra family, the proud Abra family. Nor do I want a Gardevoir to gawk at. Yeah, I think we gotta go heal before our first non-May, you know, trainer battle. Technically our second trainer battle, but that guy doesn't think it is, so they're about to talk to. Alright, I was thinking about some things. Now I'm ready to battle again. If you have Pokemon with you, then you're an official Pokemon trainer. You can't say no to my challenge. Oh, I guess he doesn't say that. I thought he said something about him being your first battle. Youngster Calvin here. Poochyena, we've been beating you up for the last half an hour, so not too afraid of you anymore. But level 5 plus being a trainer, we'll definitely level up. Actually, I don't know. We'll probably level up. Yeah, just lower that accuracy, boy. Just lowering that accuracy. Raising his attack, which is honestly, I like it. When all the other stat modifying moves just lower defense and lower the other person's attack. It's nice to have one that just could just be raising yours, so the next Pokemon come out, you can still have that stat buff. You don't have to redo all the stat moves over again. Yeah, you should have trained more. Guess we didn't level up. God damn it. Bug Catcher here should be easier, because they got nothing right now. They got no status moves. I mean, they do have stat changing moves, like Shrink Shot lowers your speed, but I'm not trying to be fast. I'll dick you down slow. I'm gonna be using Tackle here. I don't know what really interests me. So on this route, we have the newer Pokemon. I think we have are Lotad and Meryl, and routes, but I mentioned that before. I think it's C-Dot if you're playing Ruby. We got Water Gun, nice. So things just got a lot easier. We're dealing with these more defensive Pokemon. I think Murphy has higher defense than special defense, so we can use that. And there we go. So let's see here. What's the stats on Skip? Oh, 15. Okay, that's not too great. Yeah, we'll have to work on that. Hello. I'm not afraid to toss, so I'll sink right to the gas. Go my Fachu. Trainer up here. Oh. Yeah, but none of these newer Pokemon on this route I'm particularly fond of. Like, I used Ludicolo on my team once, and it sucks. It's not a particularly good water type. It's a fun Pokemon and all, but it's cooler than it is in battle. Maybe, you know, obviously it's one of the things about Pokemon though, and them not being so upfront about having all these other things you could do. Pokemon get viewed as useless or subpar because battling just isn't their thing. But I don't know. Having a Ludicolo is perfectly fine because it learns a lot of moves that'll be great in contests, and it's perfectly viable in battle. But it's not water grass, not a powerhouse. It's just antithetical to how I do things. I'm all about power, and it's power first, speed second, defensives I don't give a fuck. We're about getting a big hit in and getting the fuck out. Tailo, I mean, that's an easy one to go as a second choice, but especially as, you know, the optimal loadout, I guess, in terms of type effect when it gets to gyms, the big boss battles, is having Mudkip for Gym 1 for the rock type gym, and Gen 2 is fighting type, so I have a flying type for that. And then obviously for the third gym is electric type gym, so Mudkip could again be effective there. Mudkip again effective for the fourth gym because it's a fire gym. By the time you get to Gym 5, you should have some sort of fighting moves on your team through something, but so yeah, the early game Mudkip just cleans up, and it's not even the early game, it's like the first 8 hours or so. Oh, shoot, water gun it again. But I think in this playthrough I might not get another team member till pretty late. Another Pokemon that's in the early game that I do like is Whismur, but I don't think this is going to be a Whismur playthrough. Shroomish. Very annoying. That effects for fucking ability always gets on my nerves. Shroomish is grass. Is it just pure grass or is it grass poison? I always forget. I guess it has to be grass poison because that's how. No, wait, no. Yeah, no, it can't be. It's just grass. Because grass resists poison, and if it was grass resists ground. God damn. So if it was grass poison, it would do normal damage. Yeah, that's right. I eventually got there. Bop bop boop bop bop boop bop bop boop bop bop. Let's see what water gun does. Okay. If it misses this, okay, this doesn't use absorb, so doesn't matter anyway. Shroomish is down. Shroomish, not be doing that. Another Pokemon that's very common to be used as a second guy, but it's hard to raise to a Breloom in my opinion. It's not particularly powerful. And once you do get Breloom, it's a nice attacker, but its speed is just so bad. It's like 70 speed, and it's not beefy enough to withstand all the common weaknesses it has. Psychic, ice, fire. Come on, man. We gotta do better than that. But we have made it to Petalburg City, where our father is a gym leader. Where has our Wally gone? We have to leave for Verderfurth Town very soon. He's probably, in the bathroom jacking off. Man gotta relieve some stress. Hello there. Norman became our town's new gym leader. I think it's not far away. I mean, it's a couple of miles away, I guess. I met Norman once, but he was way too strong. What'd I put it? I just got the feeling that he lives for Pokemon. Okay, I like how they're hyping up my father. I like it. Hello there. My face is reflected in the water. It's a shining grin full of hope. Or it could be a look of somber silence struggling with fear. What do you see reflected in your face? Weird eyes, no mouth, cool hat. Hello there. Traveling is wonderful. When I was young, I roamed the seas and the mountains. Well, we'll be doing the same with this adventure. I wish I could go on an adventure with some Pokemon, crawl through some damp grass, climb rocky, rugged mountains, cross the raging seas, wander in dark caves, and sometimes even get a little homesick. It must be fabulous to travel. Probably. Okay, there's something actually interesting in the center. Here, it's this lady, I believe. I always forget what they're supposed to be representing. But let's ask us about her profile so we could choose, something that we could say here. There's nothing we could really do here quite yet. But there's something else. Like when you are doing wireless with other trainers and stuff, you could have like a phrase that you say to people. I don't think it's in this game, but I think it started Gen 4. You could choose your own trainer class, which is cool. Pokemon 8 will regain HP, so saying that if you put like a berry on your Pokemon, it will automatically regain its HP. Yes. I understand. No, it's not weak against electric. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I understand if Mudkip was like some obscure Pokemon and it just registered as water type and it forgot that some water types are immune to electric. But Mudkip's literally the fucking starter that we got 40 minutes ago, and you can't get the text right. Some QA testers or whatever did not catch that. They must not really know what Pokemon is. Hello. Let's say you have 6 Pokemon, you catch another one, automatically is sent to a storage box over a PC connection. So in here, what's new? You got more status healing, but oh man, I like how they give you the X item so early. They give you these stat boosting things that you can use only in battle, of course. It's basically like a itemized versions of Growl, Defense Curl, stuff like that. But it only boosts you by 1 stage, so you can't get like an item version of Swords Dance, which honestly would be pretty cool. Oh, this guy guide me around town. I already know. Yeah, I fucking know what the gym is. Fuck you. Hello. Well, it was a shadow. So you're all finished moving in? I'm surprised that you managed to get here by yourself. Oh, I see. You're with your Pokemon. But I guess you're going to become a trainer like me, Shadow. That's great news. I'll be looking forward to it. And Wally comes in like, can I get a Pokemon? Cough, cough. I'm sickly. I need a Pokemon to help me. And your dad loans him a Pokemon to catch one of his own. And this is just going to be a tutorial on how to catch Pokemon. But it's not that annoying of a tutorial, and sometimes can actually be pretty exciting. You might have seen clips of how in this little tutorial battle where Wally catches a routes, sometimes it could be shiny, which is pretty cool. I don't think it'll be shiny in the future fight we have with Wally, but it is cool when that happens. I've never had it happen in my game, but I've seen clips. I'm like, wow, that's thrilling. But basically what happens here, I think Zigzagoon going to attack routes twice. This one uses a Pokeball. It's successful in the first one, even though routes has a relatively low catch rate. And then yeah, he just has a routes from now on. Gives back the Zigzagoon to my dad. And why does my dad have a level 7 Zigzagoon? I mean, I guess he has a secondary team, I guess. And there we go. Thank you. Let's go back to the gym. So did it work out? Thank you. Yes, it did. Alright, bye-bye, Wally. Now, Shadow, if you want to become a strong trainer, is my advice. Head for Respiro City in this town. Okay. So only become stronger. Yeah, by the time we face off against our father, we'll have like a pretty unbeatable team. I'm gonna predict right now it's like how I'm gonna tackle this thing. I'm pretty sure my Pokemon are going to be in the the late 30s already. I have that feeling that's how I'm gonna run this walkthrough. Not even it's not a walkthrough, I guess, because I'm not big super detailed with information or anything like that. But yeah, Wally's a sickly young boy, and he needs to go somewhere where the air is a lot cleaner. Yeah, Wally, feel bad for him. It's too bad there's not too many Wally appearances in this game, but anyways, it's time to get approached by an older man. Maybe not, clothes aren't that dirty. Your rookie trainer, maybe it's an ordinary kid. Yeah, looking for talented guys. And I think I'm talented, I'm just not strong. Anyways, I think here on Route 104, you can save in 38 minutes. So we took our time here. I think with that, I can say farewell. We'll see you next time. We'll take on Route 4, the Petalburg Woods and beyond. Thank you so much for watching. See you then.